Well, Jess, I'm waiting for an answer. If what you're saying is true, and none of you girls were at the Willard Motel tonight where that man was murdered, then how did your earring end up there?
Jess, come on, Dad asked you a question.
I know. I just... But Jessica doesn't understand how you can be sure that that is her earring.
I remember Jessica's face when I gave her these earrings on her 16th birthday. Remember that, Jess? Okay then, Simone.
Me?
If Jessica's not guilty of any wrongdoing, and if you were burning her bloody clothes in the backyard to hide the fact that she's still cutting herself, then why did I find this earring in the dead man's hotel room?
Well, you see, it was just... it's complicated.
I got all night.
I'm not playing you for a fool, Ethan. I love you.
Well, that's great, but that doesn't excuse lying to me, does it? What a sap I was to believe you. God, Teresa. Oh, Ethan, help me. I can't stand being Alistair's wife anymore. The things he does to me in bed are just so vile, and he wants little Ethan to grow up to be just like him. Save me from Alistair, Ethan. Sound familiar?
That wasn't a lie.
Well, then why didn't you just come to me and tell me that you and little Ethan were ready to leave? Why did I spend an hour or two trying to defend you to Gwen, assuring her that this wasn't just another ploy of yours to try to get me back, huh? You know, I admitted to her, I told her that I was going to help you escape, and I caught holy hell for it, Teresa. But I was willing to take it because I thought I was doing right by you. I thought you weren't going to take advantage of me.
I would never do that.
Let me tell you something about these walls here. They're really thick, but they're not soundproof, Teresa. I heard every single moment of you making love to Alistair up there. And you know what else I heard? I heard you enjoying it. You were having a good time, Teresa. Oh, God, Alistair, you're so good. I'm never gonna leave you, Alistair. What the hell was that, huh?
I can explain if you like.
I don't need you to explain, Teresa, because I'm sorry, I'm seeing you now for the gold digger that Gwen says you are.
No, okay? You've got it all wrong.
I do? Well, I don't believe you. How about that?
Damn you for doubting me.
The tests the FBI ran on the body. Did Luis's fingerprints and dental records match? And what about Martin and Pilar's DNA samples? Did they match? Was Luis the one who was stabbed?
Please, Agent Hall, please tell us, is my son dead? Please tell my daughter what you know.
Yeah, Hall, the suspense is killing Sherman.
Was it Luis's body? Is Luis really dead?
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Damn it, somebody tell me how this earring wound up in the dead man's room.
Dad, relax, all right? Ease up. Give Jess and her friends a chance to catch their breath.
Innocent people don't need to catch their breath. Now I want answers now.
Dude, it is like I said earlier. Jessica is still feeling the effects of the drugs Spike gave her. And it's hard for her to organize her thoughts.
Okay. Then you tell me how this earring wound up in that room.
Well, I will, if only you would stop treating us like criminals.
All right. All right, look. I'm not trying to pin a rap on any of you girls, okay? Just the opposite. I just want to prove that none of you had anything to do with that murder tonight.
We didn't.
No way.
Right.
Okay, look, forget the earring. Now, how can you explain this? an eyewitness, the desk clerk tonight, can place you at the Willard Motel.
Are you serious? Really?
Description of a girl who looked just like you, Jess.
Jessica?
I heard the question, Ivy. Don't rush me.
Don't talk to Ivy that way.
Well, hey, yeah, she's interfering as usual.
This isn't about Ivy. This is about you being seen at the Willard Motel tonight.
It was someone else.
Yes, it had to be. She was with us all evening.
Look, besides, Dad, didn't you always say that eyewitness testimony is unreliable? That a good defense attorney can just tear it apart?
It's not like Jessica's fingerprints were found in the room.
But this earring was. How do you explain that, Jess? How the hell was this earring found in that room? Well?
I know, Mr. Bennett. I know why Jessica's earring was in that motel room.
You have got it all wrong.
Do I? I don't think so. I think I got it right. I see you for the shameless opportunist that everyone says you are. You told me point blank in my face that you needed to get away from Alistair because he was going to corrupt little Ethan. Because you couldn't stand to be around him anymore. You begged me to take Jane away from Gwen and to go off with you. Only when I refused, you decided it wasn't worth it, so you went back into the arms of your sick husband up there.
No. No, that is not what happened. I was doing what he ordered me to do while he had his way with me.
Teresa, come on!
It's just, he wanted his money's worth, Ethan. And he's holding me to our prenuptial agreement. So I'm trapped here as Alistair's wife, and my son is doomed to be raised by a monster.
Miss Crane, Mr. and Mrs. Fitzgerald, I hate to say this, but the body we recovered from Morocco was definitely that of Detective Lopez Fitzgerald. The fingerprints, the dental records, the DNA, it all matched.
No.
I'm sorry, but Detective Lopez Fitzgerald is dead.
No, it's not supposed to end this way. Not again.
No, not Louise. Please, not Louise.
Oh, Sharon. No. Louise was supposed to come home with Marty. We could have gotten past everything that happened and moved on. My son, I've lost my son.
I'm so sorry, Sharon.
How could Louise be dead? How could he die in a world so far away from me, alone and in pain?
Precious son. Our precious son.
It's not right. It's not right now, Louise.
Darling, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Tell me this isn't happening. Tell me this is just a bad dream.
Oh, darling, I wish I could.
No, tell me that this is just a bad dream that I am going to wake up from. And Louise will be here. He'll be right here with us, back in harmony. Please, somebody say something. No, Louise can't be dead. Can't be. No, not Louise. Not Louise. God. Louise will never build another fire at the cottage. He'll never surprise me with roses again. He'll never hold me or kiss me. The last time we made love, that was really the last time that we made love. We survived so much. Louise survived so much. Car wrecks, electrocution, our boat exploding. And now for him to die so tragically, and so senselessly, it just doesn't make any sense. But it's true. Louise is really gone.
First Antonio and now Louise. Would you please tell me How can this happen? How can we lose 2 sons, Martin?
Alistair. This is Alistair's doing. When the accident in Seville didn't kill Luis, Alistair struck again. He must have lured Luis into that bar in the hopes of getting a lead on Beth. And then he had him dragged into some kind of a fight and had him stabbed.
Stabbed to death instead of son.
Damn him for taking 2 of our sons. But I swear to God, I will make Alistair pay.
He's taken our daughter, too. Our little Teresa.
Our daughter and our grandson. I mean, how can a man be responsible for so much evil?
So Alistair forced you to have sex with him. Is that what you're saying?
Why else would I? Things that I said that you heard, like I was enjoying it, that he was best. I acted that way because that's what he wanted me to say.
He's a sick bastard.
And I'm his prisoner until his dying day.
No, you're not. You don't have to be. Teresa, you can leave right now. I'll help you, just like we planned. I will take you to someplace safe, and then I'll bring little Ethan to you when things quiet down here.
I can't do that, Ethan. See, I was wrong before. Alistair said that if I don't live up to the terms of our prenuptial agreement, that he'll make sure I never see my little boy again. And I can't risk that. I cannot risk never seeing my child again.
Paloma? You know how Jessica's earring wound up in that dead man's room?
Yes?
Well, how can you know that unless you were there too?
That's a logical question. I can see why you were chief of police.
Thanks. Now, how about a logical answer to my question?
I'd really like to hear that, too.
Oh, we all would.
Well, what happened was that Jessica had her earrings stolen. That's right.
When, tonight?
No, before tonight. Jessica was telling me all about it earlier at the club. Wasn't she, Simone?
Yes.
Uh-huh. See, there was another prostitute. Sorry, Jess.
It's okay.
Another prostitute who was trying to intimidate Jessica. She was jealous. She was jealous because Jessica was taking a lot of her Johns.
And then what happened?
This other prostitute saw Jessica's earrings, roughed Jess up, and stole them.
Wait,
Oh, my God.
someone attacked you?
See, that's exactly what happened. This other hooker waited for Jessica in an alley one night, like 2 weeks ago, you said? And this other hooker, when Jessica passed by, she grabbed her, beat her up, and stole the earrings.
And you didn't call the police because...
Why?
Jessica couldn't go to the cops. That slut threatened to kill her, even if she told Spike. So Jessica kept quiet.
Is that true, Jessica? Did another prostitute assault you and take your earrings?
Yes, Daddy. That's exactly what happened. Jess was afraid to tell you because she was ashamed that the skank ran off with something that meant so much to her.
Right.
You see, Dad? Jessica's innocent.
Yeah, that's a relief.
Okay, well, if you're done, we'll go back upstairs.
Just wait a second. What was the other prostitute's name?
Her name?
Yeah, in the description so I can make sure she's picked up.
For robbery?
And assault if Jessica wants to press charges. But the main reason we want to find her so we can make sure she can corroborate with your story. Well, what was her name and give me a description?
You are my passion for life.
I really can't say.
Well, where does she usually hang out?
Well, I'm not sure.
Just give me an area.
Okay. Girls, take 5, all right? Dad? Ease up, Dad. Come on, stop treating Jessica like a criminal. Just be glad that she's home, safe and sound.
Your sister's lying.
Look, her story sounds legit to me.
Then why is Paloma the one who told us?
Same reason as the burned clothes, all right? Jessica was too ashamed.
Look at her, Noah. Look at her. She looks guilty as sin.
Teresa, you're not making sense. I mean, why can't you and little Ethan just leave tonight?
Because Alistair knows.
Knows what? That I was helping you?
No. He knows that I was planning to leave him.
That's great.
I had just finished packing Ethan. And Alistair just barged into my room. He was wearing nothing but a robe and a smile.
Yeah, Teresa, I get the picture, thanks.
I tried to get him to wait for me in his room. But he wanted to have sex right then and there, so I thought that if I just did it, he wouldn't suspect that I was leaving. But then he saw my suitcase. So I had to tell him that I was leaving. I said I made a mistake, and he said that he understood.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did. He said I was free to go. And, I said that I was just gonna grab my son and get out of here, and he said that he needs to stay here, and then if I did leave, well, he would make sure that I never saw my son again.
Wait a minute. No, Alistair can't. He can't keep you from taking your own son.
Well, according to the prenuptial agreement that I signed, he's got full custody of little Ethan, whether I'm with him or not.
What?
And that's why I'm here. That's why I had sex with Alistair. Because he threatened me if I didn't.
What do you mean? He threatened you how?
He threatened to take it out on my little boy if I didn't do exactly what he wanted.
Got it.
Catherine was there. And she heard him threatening my son as well.
Catherine came to me. She told me you were in danger.
I was wrong about her. And it took my marrying Alistair to realize that I am in no position to judge her.
I understand that, Teresa, but that's all fine and good. But Catherine is not the one in jeopardy here. You are. Let me help you. Let me help you leave Harmony before Alistair can stop you.
I can't. I will not take the chance that Alistair will retaliate against my son if I do.
Martin. Pilar, I'm so very sorry. Luis was an incredible man. He had your sense of right and wrong, your sense of duty, your nobility, your loving heart. And he had your strength, your ability to love unconditionally. You did. I don't know how you handle this pain. First Antonio, now Luis. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me.
Thank you, Catherine. Alistair will pay.
could Luis be gone? He seemed so alive, so indestructible.
Sheridan. Oh, God, Sheridan. We grieve with you. You know, even though Luis didn't make you legally his wife while he was alive, you will always be like a daughter to us.
Always.
Excuse me. I just want to let you all know the FBI will have Detective Lopez Fitzgerald's body flown back to Harmony via military transport and assist in funeral arrangements, if you like.
Thank you. But we'll take care of Luis's farewell ourselves. Won't we, Sheridan?
I understand. I know you care about Miss Crane, but her mother's here to look after her now, so...
If this is about me leaving Harmony tonight, forget about it. Sheridan needs me now more than ever.
Right.
And James, too.
Maybe so. Right. But if nothing else, think about James's safety. Now that you blew your cover, look, we can't afford to have the mob finding you or your son and putting our investigation in jeopardy. It's time to leave Harmony and never look back.
But Sheridan's in no state.
You and James will never replace Lopez Fitzgerald and the son he and Sheridan had together.
Yeah, you're right. It's time for me to leave. I can never see Sheridan again.
What did you say?
James and I have to leave Harmony tonight.
No. No, you can't leave me. I just lost Luis.
Miss Crane, I understand you're upset, but I am asking you not to blow Chris's cover. No one can know that he's in the witness protection program.
Darling, is there anything that we can do for you?
Not now, thank you.
I was just explaining to Miss Crane about bringing Detective Lopez Fitzgerald's body back to Harmony. I hope I didn't upset you.
It's not you. It's just a situation.
If you'd rather that Pilar and I handle this.
I think we should all take care of Luis's funeral, if that's okay.
Of course it is.
Sure.
Oh, God. Luis's funeral.
Okay.
Excuse us.
Catherine, you've been very kind and understanding about Luis, despite me treating you so unkindly about Martin. You're the one that's been kind, letting me be here with Sheridan. Pilar, my heart breaks for you. I'm so sorry. I wish it was a dream, you know? And I wish that Luis was still alive.
He'll always be in our hearts. We have to remember that.
It never occurred to me that Luis would never come home. Now that you and James are leaving, too.
I'm sorry.
It just seems so final. Luis being gone. And now that you and James are being relocated, I'll never see you two either.
It pains me too, Sheridan. We've been through so much in such a little time. And James, God, he adores you. Lucky for him, he's unaware that he won't get to see you. But knowing that I won't, cuts me deep, right down to the soul of me.
You know what I think? I think you're desperate for me to leave because you already told Gwen that I was going to.
Teresa, that is not true.
You don't want to
What
go to your wife and tell her that I'm actually going to stay here, threatening her marriage and motherhood with every breath that I take. That's why you're pressing me to leave, isn't it? You don't give a damn what happens to me. You don't give a damn what happens to my little boy. You just don't want to go to your wife and tell her that I'm staying here, that I'm not giving up trying to get back what she stole from me.
Well, Jess, do you have a name of the prostitute who beat you up and stole your earrings?
Yeah, Daddy, about her...
You know,
Jessica never knew her name.
That's right.
You know how mean the streets are, and every woman for herself. So chatting it up with the competition is against code. You know, all she knew was that the skank had it in for her. You know, maybe she was threatened because of Jessica's fresh face. Or by you, because you're an ex-cop. Who knows? Right, Jess?
Right.
Okay, well, then if you don't know a name, then what does she look like?
Well, as a matter of fact, she looks a lot like Jessica. You know, same body shape, same height, same hair color. Wouldn't you say so, Jess?
Yeah, I mean, of course her face was different.
And this explains the clerk at the motel who thought that he'd saw Jess tonight.
And if she lost the earrings she stole from Jess...
It all adds up, Dad.
Except one thing.
What?
What took you three so long to come up with this story?
Story?
Yeah, it's like the three of you put your heads together to wipe away any evidence that points to Jessica. Now, if I were still the chief of police, I'd separate the three of you and question you individually. You know, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should take the three of you in the living room and question you one at a time and see how your story holds up.
Get a move on. You and James need to be in your new location by morning.
Keep your badge on hold. Saying goodbye to Sheridan is a little harder than I thought. I knew you'd want to give him a goodbye kiss.
God, I can't believe this is all happening in one day. Luis is gone, and now you and James are leaving.
It's overwhelming. There's no two ways about it.
I hope this doesn't sound selfish, but with Luis gone, I have no chance of ever finding my son again. I'll never have the family that I always dreamed of. And now I'm losing you and James.
When are we losing you?
James. What'll I do without you? I'll never forget what it was like to take care of you, to be with you. The hole that you filled in my heart that Marty left behind. Thank you for letting me take care of him even after you found him again. And you, Chris, you were so wonderful to me.
Not half as great as you've been to me. You don't have any idea how much I'm gonna miss you. Who needs reruns of I Love Lucy if I have you to do the laundry and bake?
Thank you for helping me with everything. So what was worse? Exploding washing machine or having no breakfast for the B&B guests?
Well, they were both pretty pathetic.
Thanks a lot.
No, Sheridan. Thank you. Before our paths crossed, my life in the witness protection program was the pits. But in these past few weeks, you've given me the confidence that I had what it takes to be a good father, even when I doubted myself. It felt great to be believed in, to be looked up to. It finally felt like I belonged somewhere, that I had a home, and I had a family that I could depend on. At least until Luis got home with Marty.
No, that's not going to happen.
I'll miss you, Sheridan.
Time's almost up. Don't make me drag you out of here.
I'll miss you too. You and James.
I'll never forget you, Sheridan. You're a part of us from now on.
Yes, Teresa, it's true. I am not looking forward to going upstairs and telling Gwen that you're not leaving, but Teresa, I would never put you or your son in harm's way to avoid a scene with her.
I'm sorry. I'm just upset about Alice.
I know. And I'm sorry, I don't want to add to your stress, Teresa. I don't like seeing you like this, upset, feeling trapped, afraid. I hate it.
Well, that's the way it's gonna be from now on.
Look, maybe you leaving with little Ethan and going out of town is not such a great idea after all. I mean, you living on the run, trying to raise your son, that's not good. And if you leave by yourself right now, you may never see little Ethan again.
And not only that, but I'm losing my son to Alistair, so if I'm stuck here, then I could be a positive influence on my son's life so that Alistair's propaganda isn't the only thing that he's exposed to.
That's a good point, Teresa.
I don't make many of those, do I?
No, you don't.
Marrying Alistair? What was I thinking? And to sign a prenuptial agreement without having an attorney look at it first.
Why didn't you come to me?
I wanted to. I did, but, you know, you told me that I could not have custody of my daughter, and Gwen said, again, I wasn't fit to raise another child. Ethan, I was desperate. So I went to Alistair because I thought if he was in my corner, that was the only hope I had to turn everything around. And God help me, I have lost my pride. I've lost my freedom. I've lost everything, and now I'm losing my son. I've lost you. I've lost Jane. And I will not lose everyone I love. I won't.
Who wants to go first? Jess, what about you? Simone and Paloma have been doing all the talking, so why don't you go first and explain to me exactly what happened when the prostitute stole your earrings?
Dad, ease up, all right? Come on, stop treating Jessica like she's public enemy #1. Now, Simone already explained that Jess is still coming off the drugs that Spike gave her. And Paloma, she's been in Mexico until tonight, so of course she only knows what Simone and Jess have told her. Can you stop thinking like a cop for 2 minutes? Actually believe what the girls are saying? It all adds up.
I think Noah's right, Sam. Some hooker stole Jessica's earrings, picked up a John, went back to his motel with him. Things got out of control. The guy ends up dead, and Jessica's just a victim of circumstance.
You do believe me, don't you, Daddy? Daddy, I need to know if you believe me or not.
I love you. I know you couldn't kill a man and then lie to me about it. Sweetheart, you're always going to be my little girl.
Oh, Daddy.
Why did I think that Alistair would help me get my daughter back? And you, away from Gwen?
I don't know. Teresa, nobody does.
I was too headstrong. I was too headstrong to stop and ask myself what everybody was asking me. And now I have lost my son to Alistair, and he's going to be raised in Alistair's image. You know, ruining my life is one thing, but ruining the life of an innocent boy? That's a sin, Ethan. That's a sin. That's a sin as bad as murder. You know, I've killed my son's chance to have a happy and normal life. I'm a monster. I am a monster just like Alistair.
James and I will miss you, Sheridan. We'll never forget what you did for us and what you mean to us.
I'll never forget you either. I'll never forget how you ran towards me in the park. How brave you were during the earthquake and the tsunami. How cute and wonderful you've been ever since. Please keep me in your heart. I'll always keep you in mind. Good luck, Chris. Please take care of yourself. And take care of James. Have him christened just like you said that you would. Raise him to know God's love.
I will.
You're a good man and a good father. Have a safe and happy life.
I'll try. Especially for James's sake.
Even though we won't be in touch, just know that you'll be in my heart and in my thoughts.
We need to leave.
Lost him, Mother. I've lost him forever. He's gone.
You left to save my life.
I would do it all over again.
I need you to do a spell for me. A spell that will guarantee Fox is a huge success. He loves me and he wants to be with me, and eventually he will be.
Bitch!